Jenren. Hi, Katie. Hello. How you guys doing? It's Friday. Yay. Like, so excited. I have actually been so excited for this Friday Night Live all week. I'm like super pumped. Hi, Jen. Welcome. Welcome. Hope you guys have had a nice week. Maybe even some nice weather. Yes, TGIF for sure. I think we hit 60 today up here, and it was so nice. I took the afternoon off, and my son and I went for a walk, and he rode his scooter. It was just so fun. Oh no, Jenren, I got fillings today. Oh, bummer. Sorry to hear that. Well, maybe, I don't know if you got some nice weather there, at least like lounge around in the sun a little bit. Sorry to hear though. We got others joining. I'm so excited for this layout. I've been kind of thinking about it all week after the first 5 items were chosen. So I'm pretty happy, I think, with the turnout. I did like a draft of the layout. Hi, Teresa. 55. Very nice. Very, very nice. It was so good to feel the sun today. Oh, Colorado, big snow this weekend. Oh, bummer. You're not out of the woods yet. I don't think we are either. I think it was a little early springtime tease, but I'll take it. Hi, Francis. All right, we're at 7. So I'm so excited. We're going to go ahead and get started because I'm really excited about this. So we did something a little different this week, and I posted on the community here on YouTube and then on my Facebook group and asked all of you to tell me what supplies you want to see me play with. Oh, Houston, 77, great. And so I said I'm going to pick the first 5 that come up on the list. And so these are the items we're playing with tonight. We're going to create a layout with. So the items were border punches, dies, stamping. It was ribbon, but I don't have any actual ribbon, so I chose like a lacy ribbon. I hope that's okay. And then some vellum. I think that's all 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, that's all 5 of them. To make sure I have them all gathered. So we're going to do some fun stuff with this product tonight, make a really cute layout. I'm so excited. So it was a nice challenge. It really got me thinking, like, how am I going to incorporate all these different products into one layout? Which I think we probably do without realizing it, but then when you're challenged with it, it's like a whole different ball game. So I hope you guys enjoy the layout we're going to create. I did do some prep work, as always, so you guys don't watch me do some of the mundane stuff, the boring things. But so what I started with, or what I'm going to start with, let me move everything out of the way here. I did use some Friskers and some Martha Stewart border punches. This is what I have. And I'll be honest with you, I don't own a lot of Martha Stewart punches, but these are slick. Like, I really enjoyed using these. I know people rave about them online, and I happened to grab these, I think, on clearance at Michael's. And I was like, I can see why people rave about these. These are so nice. Like, it worked, like, really great. Compared to the Friskers, were a little more, like, clunky and not as smooth. These Martha Stewarts are great. All right. So let's see here. We've got, gonna move all this stuff out of the way and I'll share with you what we're doing. All right, so I'm scrapping photos of my son when he was itty bitty. This was the first Valentine's. My husband was sweet and bought me a mom's card, and we got these cute little snapshots of him smiling. These are like some of my favorite photos. I mean, I have lots of favorites, but I just love this one. It's super cute. And so that's what we're scrapping with tonight, or what we're documenting. And I'm just like, oh, hi, Tracy. Saturday morning in Australia. Wonderful. Thanks so much for joining. All right, so we've got some basic white cardstock in the back. And here's my vellum for use later. And I love border punches. I I don't use them often, but when I do, my favorite way to use them is to layer them. And I really like cutting the borders like all out in the same color paper. I think the impact is like just beautiful. Kind of like a tone on tone. And so what I did was I went ahead and took some white cardstock, and I already punched out like a bunch of borders. And what we're going to do here is we are actually going to line them like this on the paper, stack them up. But to start with, before we do these, we're going to add some ribbon. So we're going to incorporate, or the lace, I'm calling it ribbon, but it's like a lacy ribbon. A trim maybe is the right term. So we're going to incorporate the trim in along with the, sorry about that, my work phone's ringing. That's odd at this hour. Anywho, so we're going to layer in the trim, mix it in with the other border punches. So we're going to be doing, let me just give you a visual. So we're going to be stacking them, and the result to me is just so pretty. This is a double one because I made a mistake and had the branding strip in here. So we're going to go through and stack the different patterns on the border strips and make sure I got one of each here. And I did 2 of each border punch. Oops. And I'm using the basil white cardstock with, it has a linen texture on one side. If you can see that, I'll get a little closer. I love this cardstock so much, but it has a linen texture on one side and then it's smooth on the other. And I really love using the linen texture. I think that it just adds a little extra visual interest. And so we're layering the 4, and then we're going to come back through with another lace trim. And I'm just showing you, and I'm going to go ahead and adhere these down. I just want to give you guys an idea in case you're playing along. This is what we're going to do, and we're going to do that again. And this is going to be the bottom of our layout. All right? So I'm going to get some glue here. I am going to have to tack this ribbon down with some glue, but I use the Aleene's Quick Dry, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. I just need a big bottle of it, and I can't remember. Let's see here. There we go. So, and it's okay if a little bit of the glue shows through. I'm going to kind of put it at the top because another piece of paper is going, I cannot talk tonight. Paper is going to go on top, and it's going to hide any little bit of glue we see for the ribbon. So I'm just going to go right across here. And then the rest I'm just going to use tape. But for the ribbon, I'm going to need to use glue because I don't think the tape will hold it well. And then at the end, we'll trim it. We'll trim it all. And I'm going to get a little messy here. Good things I have some wipes handy. All right, I'm catching up here on the chat. Sorry, guys. Devonna, hello. I have the Knockout Border Punch Kit. Got mine on eBay. Oh, I'll have to check that out. Yay, I got here in time. Hi, Paula. Late but from Maryland. Hi, Andy. And then Devonna, I'm craving the Close to My Heart border system. Or is that does Close to My Heart have a border system? I knew Creative Memories did. I have used the Creative Memories ones, and those are really nice too. And then we have Wendy, hello, and Mom, hi. Awesome. Okay, welcome everyone. So next we're gonna take my polka dot paper here, and I'm just gonna use my tape runner. Oh, I don't have my phone plugged in. You know, I thought I was on a roll today, and I was like, I'm ahead of the schedule here. I'm doing good. I'm prepared, and look at that. Oh well. I try. A for effort, right? Try to get this around here so it's not in the way. Sorry, guys. Okay, I just don't want my camera to die on you. All right, so now we're gonna run some tape along and adhere this strip down. And we're going to do this process with all the different border pieces. I missed something in the beginning here. And I really love the look of this when it's all done. I've done this technique a few times, and I really love it. So I was kind of excited when somebody said, I want to see border punches. And I'm like, yes, okay. I love it, love it, love it. Oh, creative memories. Okay, so I was right. Yeah, that border punch system is amazing. I've contemplated buying it. I don't know, I go back and forth because I don't use borders all that much, but I do use them enough. So it's a really great system. Whenever I go to crops, I always borrow my friends because they always bring them. And I'm like, can I use these? All right. And at my kids' game tonight, so I'll catch replay later. Oh, wonderful, Wendy. Thanks. Enjoy the game. All right. So you guys working on anything fun lately? Scrappy fun? Any new projects? Are you still trying to finish one up? Oh, I got a little corner here. I have been still doing some organizing behind the scenes, trying to really identify like what I have for supplies and try to put some DIY kits together so I can get rid of, well, not get rid of, but use up some of my supplies. My shelves are busting at the seams a little bit. So I'm putting some DIY, or getting ready to put some DIY kits together so I can do some, like a scrappy, my own little scrappy marathon. All right, we have some other ribbon. Get some glue. All right, we gotta see where this is gonna land first. And then as far as what I'm gonna work on, I don't really know. I just kind of go with the flow. I don't, you know, I do want to try and finish some albums, but I'm not stressing myself over it. So, but I do have like Wyatt's first year that's almost done. So I'm going to try and see if I can't get that completed, and then I can put it in its like permanent home, like the albums, which I don't even know where that is actually. Right now they're just in my craft room. And I think maybe that's where they'll stay, because I don't have any other designated place for them, but I kind of feel bad that I like make these albums and nobody looks at them. But me, I look at them. But and Wyatt does too on occasion when he comes down and plays. He'll like, I want to look at my book, he says. It's really cute. Easter treat boxes, super fun. Paula, I'm currently working on using the new Uniquely Creative Outback Divine collection, making a layout as I'm watching you. Oh, fun. I've never heard of that collection. Hi, Sharon. Welcome. All right, and now we're going to repeat the same pattern again. Have any of you done this technique before with border punches, layering them on top of one another? Or is this new to you, this technique? I did another layout with various patterned pink papers, and it came out so pretty. So pretty. So it works with more than just white. I just really wanted to do like a tone on tone on the bottom because we're going to do some color on the top. And I didn't want to like compete. I didn't want it to be too busy. So Andy, oh, it's new to you. New to you. Wonderful. Well, hopefully this gives you a different perspective or a different idea on how to use your punches. I know they're created to make like borders, but this is just a little bit different. Again, one of my favorites. But I've used it with pattern papers, like all in the same color, which looks really nice too because the design of the border punch like breaks it up just enough so that it's not too busy looking. It looked really nice, all said and done. So you don't have to stick to just white. I do like my tone on tone white, but you can do more colors or different colors. All right. Oh, look at that. a lot of people this is new. That's great. Yay. Definitely give it a try. It's really fun. And it's very easy, and it's a great way to use scraps. It's a great way to use your punches that you've purchased, because, you know, punches aren't cheap. I mean, sometimes you get lucky and you find them on sale, but they can be expensive. But I love those Martha Stewart ones, so I'm keeping on a lookout, like whenever I can find them, like on clearance or, you know, the yard sale sites if somebody is giving them away or not really selling them. Every now and again you get lucky with supplies like that. All right, isn't that cute? We just have the last bit of ribbon, and that's just gonna go on the top here. It's a little long, and I'll go back and trim everything more, but all right. It's cute with the ink edges too. Yeah, inked edges is a good idea too if you just want a little bit more separation between the borders. Inked edges is a really good idea. Never seen or heard of it, but love it. Perfect for my baby granddaughters. Yeah. I know, it's so pretty. Like, I think about when they're in those cute little, like Easter's coming up, and the Easter dresses are always cute with lace and, you know, the tulle and everything. That would be super fun for a little girl's layout. All right. That is down. That is adhered. I got a few pieces I can trim immediately while that top piece dries for a minute. It's not going to take too long to dry because it's the Aleene's quick dry glue, so, and hopefully it should hold on to that ribbon just fine. So let me give you a little bit closer look. Isn't that cute? It's great texture. I love it. Okay. So we've used border punches and we've used ribbon so far. And now we're going to use some dies. And the first one I'm going to use is something, I'm going to use a die in a non-traditional way, or I'm going to say non-traditional, but I have this really pretty close to my heart heart die. And let me just adjust my camera a little bit. Feels like it's low. It's like drooping a little bit, sorry. Try that again. All right. There we go. Okay, sorry guys. And so we're actually going to use this as a stencil instead of a die. And because I really love how these hearts are kind of just all over the place. And so I'm going to take some ink and we're going to use a dauber and we're going to stamp some hearts in the background here. All random, but... And we're going to use a nice soft pink color. Oop. Move my ribbon a little bit. So we're going to put some paper down just to protect my ribbon so I don't get any ink on it. And we're just going to start stamping. All right, so so this color is, it's called Pixie Pink by Close to My Heart. I love their inks. And I'm just using one of the little dauber brushes with the removable Velcro pads here. And so I'm just gonna hold it down. And now you could cut cardstock and use it as a stencil as well. You don't actually have to use the die, but I'm just gonna use the die because it's easy enough. And I'm not looking for perfection here. I just want to be kind of sporadic. I really don't want it to seem like it's square because the die is square. So again, this is just a background and it's gonna kind of be covered a little bit, so it doesn't have to be perfect. But I love the randomness of the hearts, and I thought it would be really cute. And so there's our heart pattern in the background here. And so we're gonna go across the whole top. But now that I look at this, I think I wanna I want to add a couple more hearts right at the top here. There we go. All right, so now we're going to keep going. So I'm going to move this up a little bit just so we can get some different shapes, because it is kind of the same. Actually, you know what? Let's do it at an angle. Give it a little bit different take on the same die. So I don't know if you guys have ever done this either, where you've used a stencil die or a metal die as a stencil for mixed media. But again, this is another way to use your product differently. And I don't have many of these dies that are like background stencils, but you could use, there's a lot of them that give you an opportunity to do something similar like this. Again, just looking at your product a little differently and how you can use it in a different way. It's fun. Very fun. I find it fun anyway. All right. So there's some more hearts. I'm going to do the same thing over here. Your creative process is great. Love using dies as stencils. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's really, really fun. And like I said, you don't have to actually use the metal die. You can certainly like cut it out of cardstock if you don't want to get your die all inky, or and then you can use the cardstock as, you know, the cutout as your stencil. So there's definitely a lot of different ways you can do this, but I just wiped it down with a baby wipe after I was done, and it worked out perfectly. And I'm just trying to create a background. See, I got a little bit of the edge there, so we'll just go in and we'll disguise it with some hearts. No one will ever know, right? They'll never know. Okay, and I'm gonna just put another heart here. Perfect. All right, there is our stenciled hearts. So there's one way to use the die. Has anyone made a stencil from acetate? Does Pixie Stay work with acetate? I have never used, I've never created a stencil of my own, to be honest with you. So that's a good question for the group. I do know that you can buy stencil material for your Cricut and Silhouette machines, but oh, the spray. Do you mean like if you spray acetate, does it stay on there? Like, does it color it? I don't think so. I think it would wipe off, but I don't know if I've ever tried. You might be able to paint it, but I think it would like scrape off as well. It's a good question though. A really good question. Yeah, I don't know if it would, I don't know if the sprays would stick to the acetate. I think it would just sit on top, but worth the experiment, that's for sure. Okay, so we have the background all inked up, and it's our base. So as you guys can tell, my theme is hearts, Valentine's, a little cute little Valentine's layout. All right, so now we're gonna go into the other dies, which I've already cut out my shapes. Oh, stays on, that's a good idea. And alcohol ink. See, you guys are brilliant. So much experience and creativity on here. Yay, that's great. So I've got a set of honeybee heart dies. It's the first time I've ever used honeybee. I really love them. I just realized that I need to get like a jewelry trimmer or metal trimmer, because it has these little things that hold them together, and when you twist them off, they're spiky. But Much beyond that, these dies worked beautifully, and they have lots of different shapes. So I cut out a bunch of different hearts out of different basil cardstock colors that coordinated with my photo. And then I have here some, let me move this up, Mike. I got some honeybee heart stamps, different patterns and textures and sizes. And then I also got a Stamp Market heart stamp. And so I'm going to introduce some black here. And the reason I'm introducing some black is because, as you can tell, the photos, I kept the photos colored because I love the card and his jammies, and I just love everything. And so my husband's holding him, and his shirt's really dark. So I feel like I'm able to introduce some black without disrupting the bright white we have going on here. So I took some of these stamps, and they actually had some hearts that fit perfectly inside of the die cuts. I mean, they're smaller, but I think they work out great. So I went and stamped some of these hearts with the black border inside the heart. So we have some doodly hearts is what I call them in here. And then what we're also going to do is stamp some black hearts right on top of the pink we have just done. So again, adding another layer, some more interest, and introducing that black. You can use a pair of scissors. So I tried a pair of scissors, and maybe it was just me, user error. It very well could have been, and it just didn't work for me. Like, I tried to break them off, and I had such trouble. Needle nose pliers instead. Genrun. That's something I would do as well. But yeah, my scissors, I don't know what I was doing wrong, but I couldn't get them off with scissors, so, but I made it work anyway. All right, so I use the heart outlines to stamp inside some of my die cut hearts. And then now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go in with some of the patterned hearts. This one's a little like stitched heart. It's really cute. And I have my Close to My Heart black ink, which I love this ink. And we're gonna just stamp some various hearts in here. No rhyme or reason, just, you know, whatever looks good to you, really. And make sure I got some ink on there. And I end up loving the way the black contrasts with the pinks and the teals. It looks really good. I was so pleased. I did a little trial run because I like to make sure that, you know, my ideas make sense before I share them with you guys. You know, I like to do a little bit of prep work, and I was having so much fun creating this background. I loved it so much. And I really enjoyed the combination of the black and the pink and the teal. All right. Oh, my husband decided to join. Hi. Love the picture. He looks a lot like me. My wife is so talented. Please subscribe. Oh, thank you, honey. I appreciate your support. Yes, our son is very cute, but I don't know. I think he looks a lot like me, but we'll agree to disagree there. All right, so we're going to introduce a new pattern. Let's see. This one, oh, this one's a bunch of little hearts. That's cute. I like this lined one. We'll do this one first. A couple more big hearts. All right. These different patterns are really, really fun. These stamps are great too. And I'm going to put the photos, I think, right here. So I'm not going to do a lot of stamping, I don't think, right there. So we got a couple of those. And so now I'm going to come back through with, again, some smaller outlined hearts just to fill in the bigger spaces. In all the different gaps here. I love hearts. I think it's one of my favorite shapes. It's so easy, it's versatile. They look good in any color. Such a fun shape. And this stamp set by Honeybee has a lot of the smaller outlines, and then the Stamp Market had like the larger medium-sized ones. So I had to have both because I wanted to make sure, not just you know, just because I love hearts so much, I wanted to make sure I had a lot of options. Let's see. Again, no rhyme or reason here. I'm just kind of stamping away. Just stamping away. And I'm going to get some dark, I think some black hearts in here too. Hearts are so classics. And stars. Yes, stars are the other good one. I agree. That's my other favorite shape. And I kind of love hexagons too. I feel like that's kind of starting to move into that wheelhouse as well. Like kind of a classic shape. At least for scrapbooking anyway. All right. Some little tiny hearts in here. And one of my goals for 2021 was to use more stamps. So I loved that somebody had mentioned it as one of the items. I was just like, yes, I need to use more stamps. This is great. Thank you. All right, and we have this cute little, like, I don't know, this is like a polka dot or rosebud. Let's see. Let's try this out. I'm not sure what it looks like. Yeah, I don't care for that. All right, one more kind of solid one. One more pattern. All right. Hi, Natalie. Hi, Tina. And I have a boy, for some reason, gravitate towards stars. Not that I don't use hearts. Yeah, I use a lot of stars on my son's layouts, too. I think it's just natural. And there's, you know, stars are fun. And they're definitely, like, versatile. Versatile shape. Okay, I think we're gonna end there for stamping. So now we've got our base, our background done. I'm gonna get another wipe here because I got some ink on the side. I always make a mess. I was covered last night playing. All right. Okay, so now we've got stamping, and now we're gonna move into, we've got our die cuts and we've got some vellum. And so with the vellum, I don't use vellum very often. So this was another great choice because I was like, I'm not really sure how I'm going to use it. But I think one of the ways I want to use it is I just want to frame, I want to mat these photos in vellum. So we're going to do that first. And then the other way I think I'm going to use it is I am going to punch out some hearts out of the vellum and kind of incorporate them into with the rest of them. I think that would look really pretty. It's a nice, vellum is nice and soft, and again, it's just another texture that you can play with, and it's not, I think it'll just it complements a lot. And it doesn't compete. Because I was thinking, like, if I do any sort of like colored mat, it would kind of compete with the hearts I have going on. So the vellum is like the perfect item, the perfect mat material. And so it just gives you a little bit of a matte there. Nothing too crazy, but it does help differentiate the photo a little bit. Frames it up nicely. All right. So we're going to trim that one. And then we'll have our photos matted. And then we're going to punch out some vellum hearts. I have not done that piece yet. But I have some hand punches that we'll use for those. Just give them a little bit different shape. We'll have some variety in our heart shapes. Isn't that so cute? Oh my God. It just kills me. These photos just melt my heart. I love it. I love that age, but I love his age now. Every age has, you know, some really fun, there's something memorable with every age, but okay, he has his smile. He still has the smile. I love it. Love it. I love it. All right, so I've got some heart punches here, so I'm going to go in and punch some vellum hearts. This one's just a Frisker's round hand punch. And vellum's tricky because I think you have to use a special glue. I think there's a special glue, or maybe that's for acetate. I'm not really sure. So it doesn't show through the vellum. But I think what I'm going to try and do is I'll tape them, because I think I'm going to tuck these in behind the hearts so I can overlap any tape or glue that shows through, kind of disguise it with another heart. So now I just have a smaller one. This is just a it's the Paper Studio. I think these are Michael's brands, or Hobby Lobby, sorry, not Michael's, Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby punches. So I'm not even sure how much I'll need, but there we go. So there is our vellum. Okay, so now we are gonna go in. So I have a general idea of where my, glue stick. Yeah, so I was thinking I could probably use some tacky glue as well, and that may not show up because this does dry clear. So I think that's what I'm gonna try and see if it works. Oh, Andy, I've heard this special Vellum tape doesn't really work. I use my sticker maker so it crosses it all and it isn't obvious. That's a great idea. I don't know where my sticker maker is right now. I do have one, and I've actually never used it. I bought one, and I've never used it. I'm going to have to try that. That is a great idea. Thank you. All right, so these are going to go about here. Okay. So I have lined some of the hearts, but then the other ones I've just left plain, the die cut hearts. So I think I didn't end up using the really big ones, but I did end up using the medium size. And so as you can see, I ended up covering some of my stamped hearts, unfortunately. But that's okay. That was the point of making the background. And so we got to figure out where we're putting some vellum here. Yeah, you can't, it's hard to see the vellum in general in the background. So I'm wondering, I don't even know if the vellum hearts are going to be worth it, to be honest with you, because you can't really see them. I think the background's too busy. So I think we're just going to keep the vellum with the frame on the photo. I was thinking we could just put them on. I might be able to put a couple smaller ones on here, but let's get the color ones on first, and then we'll play with the vellum after. It's kind of hard to see though. But again, it's more for a texture element anyway, so we'll do this part first. Okay. So how I usually do like die cuts or clusters, I usually start with the bigger pieces, and then I bring in the smaller ones. So layer some over the solid teal. Yeah, I was thinking that might be a good idea. Just put some of the vellum over it. Kind of will mute that teal out a little bit too, which would be, I mean, not that the teal is bad, but it is bold compared to the other colors. And then I was also thinking it would be kind of fun to add some dimension, so we're going to get some pop dots here. And let's pop up some of these hearts. I mean, because we have some texture, but not a lot of dimension, so let's add a little bit. Oh, that's a good idea. Add an enamel dot. The darker hearts, yeah. I'm going to try that. We're going to try that. So this one had, so the problem is that the heart shape's a little different, but we could do that. It's just the shape is very different. I could trim it, I suppose. Let's try that. All right, let's get a little glue on there. Let's see what it looks like. All about experimenting. I'm just gonna do a little glue in the middle if I can get some to come out. Oh goodness. Got plugged on me. Well, we'll just get my fine liner bottle. I'll play with that later. All right, we're gonna do a little bit of glue. Just enough for it to stick down. And we're gonna see how that goes. And if it works, we'll trim around it. Yeah, that might work actually. We'll let it dry and see what it looks like. All right, so now while we wait for that, we'll go in and add some more hearts here. And I can probably add my pictures here in a moment too, and then we can figure out where the rest of these hearts are gonna go. Staple's a good idea too. Put a smaller heart over the larger vellum heart. Great ideas. Oh, I kind of like that. That's fun. We'll try some different ones. Maybe just a solid blue. Let's try that. That way you don't have the blue sticking, or the glue or the tape showing through. There we go. Cute. All right. Put that there. And then I have tiny little hearts. So we could do a tiny little pink heart with some vellum. I think I'm gonna have to glue this one. Maybe spray adhesive. Heart brads. Yeah, I don't have any heart brads, but oh, you know, I might have some acrylic heart pieces. That would have been a good idea. I was so focused on the 5 products that I didn't introduce a lot more, but I do have some acrylic pieces too. I kind of like these little hearts on the big hearts, though. I think this is going to work out good. It's really cute. All right, we're gonna, let's see here. Let's get these photos down. I think I might want to put some foam under them just to give them, pop those up a little bit too. All right, give them just a little dimension. I love all the help guys and the ideas. This is great. The larger heart would be cute as a cluster near the bottom hanging off the edge. Yep, and make a cluster out of it. I think I know. Over here on the left. I think that's where you're... my left. That's looking really cute. All right, got some double-sided tape. All right, I want to get these photos down before we add any more hearts, just so we got good placement ideas. Thank you. Thank you for the photos. Oh, the layers near the bottom. Oh yeah, create a cluster down at the bottom with the hearts, the big hearts. I think I know what you're talking about now, Jen Ren. I think I'm understanding you. That's a good idea too. Make a cluster right on the, are you talking like right on the border punch? Like down on the bottom? I'm reading through all the ideas. This is really great. Ah, I got you. Yes, good. All right. Yeah, I'll try to build a cluster. That's a good idea. All right. Hanging off the edge. Yep. Okay. So we're going to have him up a little bit. Tucked in just a smidge. There we go. All right, so there's the photo placement. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. So, so cute. All right, and I got my little vellum, so I'm gonna tape that little guy down. That's dry. And so my let's see here. What else do I got for hearts? I should have some more dark teal ones, but maybe I don't have any more that are stamped in the outline. There we go. It's a little too big. We got a little one. There we go. We'll pop this one up. His face is adorable. Thank you. He has like the biggest smile, and he still has it even now. It like, his smile really does like light up a room. And I know I'm partial, but he's got the just this really big adorable smile. I love it. Love it, love it. And he still has, he's 4.5, and he still has that like deep baby laugh, like the baby giggle. That hasn't gone away yet. And I hope it never, well, it will eventually. I mean, he's gonna grow up. Like, who am I kidding? but it's like the cutest little laugh. It's adorable. It's so adorable. And I just love making him laugh. But when he was really little, he had like that deep belly, like baby giggle, which was so cute. All right. We're getting there, and this is really just a matter of preference at this point, like where I want things to land, how I want it to look. And I have some little hearts here. And I have some enamel hearts I think I'm going to bring in as well. So I don't want to do too much more of these. I don't think, but I am going to... I got a couple more of these smaller colors I think I want to add in. They're kind of like enamel. Have that there. We got some light blue. All right. So I think we're going to stop there now for the paper. So the other, they do grow up way too fast. I agree, Linda. It goes, he's only 4.5, but I feel like the 4.5 years have just flown by. And like he's at that age now where you can actually conversate with him and you know, we get a lot of the why questions now. He's looking for an explanation on everything. All right, it's so funny. And he wants to understand how things work. It's really cute. All right, so we've got our background, and so now it's a title. And then I think I'm gonna consider that cluster too, but I want to see about a title first. So kind of cliche, but I was just thinking something like Sweet Love or Love You, or I didn't have much creativity. I couldn't think of anything really creative. I get hung up on titles a lot. So I did grab some thickers that had various words that I thought we could use. So I have sweet there, and then I actually have this one that's mom, and this little banner that says I love my, and I thought maybe I could just do something small like I love my mom. And then I have another sweet, and then the love again. And then I have love this, which is actually in the color. It introduces some yellow, but there's some yellow in the photo. So I thought that was kind of fun. And actually there are some hearts in here I didn't even realize that I could use. And then I had this one, which I really loved. It was heart eyes. So thought we could use that. You melt my heart. Love that smile. Yeah. What was this one for? Oh, I had the word boy here. So, and then love. So, oh, this one says love you. So the words love that smile, I kind of like that one because we've been talking a lot about his smile. So I might have to do, oh, so I have love that smile here, but it's in yellow. And I don't know if I really want to introduce yellow. I know there's some there, but I don't know if I want the whole title in yellow. So, love you, happiness, think happy, sun and shine. All right, so I could do, I don't know if I have smile. I probably have smile in a different font. The good stuff. I love my sweet boy, my sweet boy. I do kind of like those too. Let's see what we have in here. Titles, it's tricky because titles trip me up, but also like making sure that you have the right fonts together too. Sunshine, Love, Laugh, Beauty. Which I have some black sans serifs. Amazing, love. I have plenty of different styles of the word love. So I picked out initially what I thought I might use. All right. I was thinking that too, Paula. If you had Copic markers, you color over that yellow. Oh, that's a good idea. I don't have Copics. I do have some close to my heart, but I don't know if they function the same way. I was kind of hoping for, if I'm honest, I was kind of hoping for more like a scripty font. But like, or like a mixture of a scripty font and a sans serif, but you know, you never seem to, I don't always have the perfect sticker for everything. So I'm kind of like, love that smile. And so I'm over here looking at my other thickers. Sorry guys, probably should get in camera. Looking through just in case I missed anything. But I think I have a black like scripty font that I can use. And then, see, there's a yellow smile. Because I don't mind doing like the word love maybe in that. Oh, that one just says love you more, but it's like a shiny sticker. Days like this make my life sweet. That's kind of cute too. I didn't think about just like maybe like a little phrase. Decisions. All right, let's get some. Oh, there's a pretty pink love instead of black. Oh, there's another yellow smile. Hello, sunshine, sweet moments, love. Oh, these are all clear. Oh, look at these colors would work nicely too. Stay magical. All right. Well, I did that yesterday on some glitter stickers. I change the color of mine all the time. Oh, that's a really... Well, let's give it a whirl. I can give it a whirl with what I have for markers. Let's see if they'll work. So love that smile is what we're going to go with. And I think these are similar to Copics. So we're gonna run with it. Because that phrase does work really well. And I might just have to let it dry for a minute, I'm assuming. Well, it's coloring nicely. I'm learning something new. Thank you guys. I always learn so much from you all. Such clever, creative ideas. All right, so this is going to take a minute, but I really like the idea. So let's just see how the love, if it dries and I can take it off before we go any further. I think black would look nice. It looks like it's drying. All right, so while we wait for that and see if it works, we will get some. I also had some enamel hearts and puffy hearts. So looking at these colors, I do have a couple of soft pinks in here. I was also debating on the XOs, but I think I'll leave those out. But then I have these here that I think will work great. They do have a lot of the same colors. And again, I'm just trying to add a different texture, different color and texture here. So let's see how that works. Different shade of pink, maybe. I love the shininess of the enamel. I think that looks really nice. Just that little bit extra. Oops. Well, that one's not sticking very well. All right. Cute, cute. I hope you guys found this layout fun, and I hope I've given you some ideas on how to use some more product in a different way. It sounds like I taught a couple people something new, which was really nice. I love it when that happens. I feel like I need one there. I might move this one over just a smidge. All right. Let's see. It's gorgeous. Thank you. Just be safe. I would let it dry a little bit. Okay. So I think I'm going to do that. And I think, so with having to let the letters dry, we're not going to see a title on here probably when the video's over. So, but I will share a picture. So I'll make sure to put, oh, that's a good idea. Add gesso first. That's a really good idea. I didn't think about that either. See, you guys are brilliant. You're so brilliant. Okay, so I think the last thing we talked about, Jen Wren was talking about like doing a little cluster here at the bottom. And I really like that idea. And maybe we could do like a little phrase. Let's see what we have in the rest of my stickers here. I could do I love you, but it's a little big. Happy moments, that's kind of a cute one. Let's see. Kind of brings that teal down as well. Kind of cute. I like that. Let's go with it. Decision made, right? Decision made. All right, so we're gonna add that little heart there, and then we'll do this little banner right on top. And then I think that looks really cute. And I think I'm gonna, well, I can do tape because that's on top of paper. I mean, it doesn't, I don't even know if it needs a title, but we'll see how that looks drying and coloring it black. But there we have it. Besides a title, which we're letting that dry, this layout is done. We've used punches, we've used dies, we've used ribbon, well, trim, and we've used stamping. We've used some inking and vellum and enamel dots. Wow, we jam-packed a lot into this layout. This was really, really fun. I had a lot of fun with you guys picking the product. It was a nice challenge. So I encourage you to try this yourself. So again, the products were punches, or border punches, ribbon, vellum, stamping, and dies. So grab some from your collection and, you know, have fun with it. Let's see, and I'll give you guys a closer look here. I just think this came out so cute. So, so cute. There we have it. Thank you guys so very much for all your ideas. I learned a lot tonight, and I hope you guys did too. I hope you enjoyed this. I think I'm going to add this into the rotation every now and again to make sure that I'm working with some products that you want to see me work with. Thank you so, so very much. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and I will talk to you guys again soon. Thank you all. Bye.